Hello everyone, Lady DeWinter here, and today I wanted to talk to you about some things I finished and some things that I've not quite finished. I've been working on changing, struggling with. But I've got a bunch of WIPS in progress right now, and please forgive me, my allergies are just going nuts, and my eyes were all blurry and icky, so it's going to be a real challenge to edit this video. Anyway, so far this month, and this is the end of close to the end of the month now, so I can show you my finished projects and what I'm currently working on. So here's a pot holder I made. I know this is kind of wonky. I don't know how that happened, but it did. But anyway, here's my pot holder, and I actually like this. It's big, it's square, it's perfect. This is made with Bernat cotton, 100% cotton. I think it's called Home. And then this is Loops and Threads, variegated 100% cotton. I thought that made a really pretty pot holder, despite the fact that that one side's kind of wonky. I like it. I think it's pretty. So I've got some more yarn. I'll probably be making some more of those because, you know, you can never have enough pot holders. Never. Now, on to the dish drawing mats. Now, I made one that I'm currently using, so it'll be in a picture somewhere around here. And then I made out of Loops and Threads from Michael's cotton, 100% cotton. This is a big one. Now, this is a big one because I sometimes put dishes on my dryer because I run out of room on my sink. I've got some real big pots and pans. This puppy will work beautifully for that. So that is one that I have, and I've got to put it someplace. Let's put it there. That's one I have to cover the dryer. It is the lemon peel stitch because I'll be honest with you folks, I have fallen in love with this stitch for dish drying mats because it leaves it kind of a uneven surface so that it's not 100% flat down. It kind of raises it up a little bit, and that helps the drying process. Now, the next one I made was this one. I like the bright sunny colors. I love that. I think they're really cool. This is made with Crafter Secret from Hobby Lobby. Now, I really like Crafter Secret yarn. I really do. It's a thinner cotton yarn, but it works up beautifully, and I love this. What this is again, the lemon peel stitch. There's like 10, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, and then 10 more. Or you can make it the size you need for your sink. You know, it's, I usually make mine, let's see, hold on. I usually make mine 74 inches in length or 22 inches long. Length, long, 74 inches width, I think that is, and I wrote that down wrong. Oh yeah, here it is. Sometimes I make them 25.5 inches long and 10 to 10.5 inches wide. 24 rows or 15 stitches wide. I've got all kinds of instructions here depending on what yarn I'm using. So yeah. Depending on what yarn I'm using will depend on the size and what pattern I have to use for the dish drying mats. So now, as you know, I have been struggling with a top. I have the first panel done. It is horrible, but it will work. It is, yeah, I can't seem to get my gauge and all right, but as long as it's the right width all the way across, which it is, believe it or not, despite the wonky sides, it is the right width all the way across. So that is a strange one. Get that out of the way. So I am making the second panel now, and this is it. This is my second panel, and it's turning out right, even though it's a little wonky there. Don't know why. I know why. My gauge and my tension is off because depending on how much pain my hands are in, how tight they can do things. So sometimes it's super tight and sometimes it's not super tight depending on the pain in this hand. Now this is the hand that was damaged years ago. You can see the fingers look different than the other ones. Caught a plastic press at an old job, and it took months for it to actually heal to the point that I could use it. But arthritis has set in severely, and it's really hampering the use of this hand. So, but my doctor says the only way to keep it flexible is to work with it, so I do anyway. So this is the second panel, and yeah, the sides are a little bit wonky, but it will work because it's the same measurement, which is really, really strange. But that is Karen Cake's Painterly Cotton Yarn. So, now, my next one is I'm making another dish drawing mat. I bought a lot of yellow because I wanted something sunny and bright in my kitchen. So, I've got a lot of yellow. I'm making another dish drawing mat, a smaller one. And that one's getting worked on. Let me put that little bag aside. And I usually keep a few projects going so that when my hands get tired on one, like the cotton, if my hands get really tired on the thick cotton yarn, I move over to the thinner, easier to crochet stuff. So now this is my Mandela cape. I made that one shawl, but I didn't like it because it just didn't wrap right. So this is going to be a capelet. When I get it done, it'll be a capelet. And this is done in a half double crochet V-stitch. So these are 2V. This is a half double, chain one, half double. Then you move down here and you have, down here you have 2 half doubles and a chain one and 2 half doubles in each one. But that's a V-stitch, V and a shell stitch it'll be. That's in the works. That's a softer yarn, so it's easy for me to use after I've crocheted with the harder, heavier to use yarns. And then, of course, I'm making more of the double-stranded grannies. I have found that one blanket that I made, my cat absolutely loves. I mean, he loves it. But I have to throw it into the washer every once in a while, you know, to wash it. So I'm making a second one for him. So he has 2 of them to lay on. Now this is the one that's injured. This is Buddy, the little black one that got injured, and he's got something wrong with his leg. We're currently stuffing antibiotics into him and pain medicine. And if you've ever tried to give medicine to a cat, yeah. Anyway, I don't have any real battle scars yet, but I'm sure I will get them. So guys, that's what I've been working on so far this month. It's been kind of a slow month for me because my hand has been giving me a lot of trouble. On top of that, I've had cat issues all month long with the fox, the cat, the rabies. Then Buddy got hurt and now his leg is messed up and I'm having to deal with him. So what I have to do is I have to pull them in every night after dark because we have foxes out there. And Buddy is limping, so they will attack him because they'll see him as weak and food. Believe it or not, the foxes do that. So Buddy is in danger of being outside after dark. So we pull him and Smidgen in. Smidgen gets to stay a little bit longer because he's a big, big cat. I mean, big cat. For only being 10 months old, he's the size of a small dog. I mean, he is big. He's bigger than my neighbor's, I forget the breed, but it's part Chihuahua, part something else. He's bigger than that. He's almost as big as my other neighbor's Pit Yorkie. I don't know what, but it's a big dog. It's probably, oh God, this big by now. Smidgen is this big by now, and we're not even counting the length of his tail. But he's this big by now. Let's go on me, shoulder to shoulder. I am almost 50 inches across here. There are 60-something inches across here. The cat is bigger. And he weighs about, I'd say 12 pounds. That's a guess. I haven't had him weighed in a while, but I'd say about 12 pounds. So he can stand a little bit longer because he's the actual same size as the fox, and the fox won't attack him because, number one, he's healthy. Number two, he's almost bigger than the fox. So But Buddy is the runt. He is a runt kitty cat, and he is limping, so the fox will attack him, chase him, and he's hurt, so I don't want that to happen. So I pull them in every night, and they both have separate places they like to lay. Smidgen likes to lay in the window over here, and Buddy likes to lay in my bedroom, and so I crochet him a little mat so he's not just laying on the carpet. I know a lot of people let their animals just lay on the floor, but to me that seems, So I made him little pads, and I've got a bed and little pads that I put all over the place when he wants to lay. He can lay on them. They're soft, they're comfy, and the double stitch crochet makes a nice thick, it's a nice cushy, squishy mat. If you double it over, you fold it over, and you have two together like that, it's nice and squishy and soft. And so that's what I'm doing for my cat Buddy. And yeah, Buddy is special. He is the only cat in 66 years of my life that I've not been allergic to. I am deathly allergic to cats. That's why I've got cats, Logic there. You see the logic there, right? Let me dab at the eyes again. But you see the logic there, right? I'm deathly allergic to cats, so I've got 4 cats. Two outdoor constant because they just won't come in, and 2 that come in and sleep in here but spend the day outside most of the day. But yeah, I've got cats. I mean, allergic? Yeah, why not have cats? Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry to bend your ear this long with my dribble, and I also have sewing to do, which I haven't shown you any of the sewing, but I've still got several napkins to sew up, plus a couple pairs of my pajama pants that are ripping through. So I've got sewing to do, I've got crocheting to do, I've got videos to make, I've got the garden to take care of, I've got the cats, medicine to stuff down them, my own health and my own medicine to take care of. So I'm a busy lady. So if I'm a little late with a couple of videos, please forgive me. I try, but I also have the gaming channel that I have to keep that up with, because that's growing, believe it or not. After years of being dormant and just sitting there, it's now growing because of the game I'm playing. So I'm a very busy lady. What can I say? It beats boredom. So until next time, everybody, this is Lady DeWinter reminding you, you can do just about anything you put your mind to doing. Just about anything you put your mind to doing. You just have to find a workaround sometimes for some of it, and that's what I've done. I'm cutting the little capsules open and dropping the powdered insides medicine into my cat's dinner, and then I mix it up with some of the juice from the can, and that's how he's getting his medicine. Hey, it works. The last time I tried to stuff a pill down an animal's throat, I almost choked it to death. So I'm very uncomfortable doing that. So if it works, use it. Bye-bye for now.